So if you're just now joining the HB community, you would probably not know that a few weeks ago I did a video where I did a product review for Old Spice and their beer kit that they had just came out with. And let's just say that it wasn't really well perceived by a number of you. Although the video is like the highest viewed video of the channel so far, which I'm very proud of, it is also the most disliked video, and I got a couple of comments kind of in a negative tone, but in a positive sort of way, if that makes sense at all. Basically, let's just say I was a little trigger happy when I made that video. I was just really excited that I was doing a product review for a really popular company, which I was hoping I can catch their attention and a couple of attention of a few other people to, watch the video, which actually, mission accomplished. But like I said earlier, it wasn't really well perceived, and a lot of people were telling me to actually go back, do my research on the product itself, and see if it's something that I actually will want to recommend to my fans, which I actually did. And let's just say, I don't want to say that I'll ever take a video back, because a lot of times when I do release a video or a product review, it's honestly something that I am trying to honestly give my honest opinion about. But now that I actually, slowed down, took my time with it, I actually kind of smartened up a bit and looked up some of the products that they use to make this stuff for Old Spice. And not that I'm trashing the company, but let's just say that my recommendation from them probably went from an 8 out of 10 to a 4 out of 10. So for the sake of my credibility and for the sake of rebuttaling that video, I'm going to be doing, let's say, a comparison between two brands that I've actually touched this beard and I've actually have some good points and some bad points about. And that's going to be between Old Spice and Beardbrand. Now, you guys don't know who Beardbrand is. They're a company that, the name is pretty self-explanatory, but they are more focused on guys with facial hair. They help, give out tips and advice for how to keep your beard, how to grow your beard, how to make it look a lot more fuller, healthier, and a lot more better than what you would typically know just off the top of your head. But with that said, here is my two product reviews of both Old Spice and Beardbrand, and see which ones are going to come on top coming up. Welcome to HB Fashion, where we give you tips and advice for men's fashion, grooming, and lifestyle. I'm your host, Zach Fobbs. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to hit that notifications bell so that you're notified when more great content is dropped just like this. Before we get started with the video, don't forget that I am doing a giveaway. Now, I did say that I was going to end the giveaway. By the time this video releases, it would be as of yesterday. But I decided to extend it for just a little bit, just because some of you guys are starting to subscribe, and I just felt like you probably need a little bit more time. So I'm going to be extending it out to next Friday on the 21st. So be sure to check out the video. I'll have linked in the description below to see how you can enter the giveaway and how you can win yourself a Espresso box. All right, let's go ahead and start with the first product from both of the companies. That's going to be their beard wash. Now, starting with Old Spice, I said in the video that it feels like it gives you that deep, clean sort of feel when you are putting it on your face. But now that I actually reused it and I actually kind of slowed down, took some thought to it, I actually felt like it kind of washed out my beard on a moderate level. Versus how beard wash it feels like a lot more of a deep, clean sort of feeling. It feels like it really gets all the unnecessary dirt, dead skin, and everything like that out of my beard, versus how the beard wash from Old Spice sort of does it. And not to really bash the brand or anything like that, it always feels like whenever I do use the rest of the products, including the beard wash, it feels like sometimes it's like the little I don't want to say it's a little oily sort of feel to it. It just could be a lot of the chemicals that I can't really recognize with the product really at work. Again, not bashing the company, but at the same time, I'm just sort of, slowing down, taking, baby steps in this whole process to really show you a better product of what you want to put on your beard versus something that just might be a little more, let's say, flashy. Moving on to their second product that's going to be the beard softener, or what Old Spice calls their beard conditioner. Same function. With the Old Spice, they say that you can, put it in your beard, and you either have two options. You can leave it in there, just rub it in there, and just, leave it in there and move on to the other products, or actually wash it out, which I was actually a little uncomfortable with because, I don't know, it never really set all that great with me when you could just put something in your beard or your hair and kind of just leave it in there. I mean, I guess you kind of do the same thing with conditioner, but at the same time, it's not really, it just logically, I know I would be scared that I would be touching my face like an hour later and then my hair is gonna fall clean off my face. It's just something that I just had a little bit of anxiety over, versus how the beard softener, it actually does instruct you to actually just wash it out daily. And I actually, liked how this felt, a little bit better. Like I said earlier with the beard wash, the same thing with the softener from Old Spice. It sort of did feel like a little, like that residue sort of feeling, like I know I just put something in my beard. But versus the Beardbrand beard softener, it did feel like, it did give me the results that I want after I washed it out. It felt like, my beard was actually softer, and I didn't really have all that product that much left sticking around. And versus with the Old Spice, I had to do like multiple passes just to make sure that the whole entire product was out. All right, now here's the next product, and this is where really you see the huge difference in terms of which product you want to use versus the other, and that's going to be their beard oil. Now, oil is oil. It's going to leave whatever residue it needs to for your beard, just because that's what the functions that oil has. But at the same time, I feel a lot better using the Beardbrand beard oil because it felt a lot more natural. It had like a nice scent to it, and it felt like something that I would actually want to have in my beard. And I actually looked up some of the ingredients, and a lot of times I don't want to put something, either in my body or on my body I don't really recognize, but as my girlfriend, the science major, will tell me, that's kind of a foolish way of doing things. But at the same time, she told me to look it up and make sure there actually are some ingredients that you actually will want to invest in and you want to actually put on your face. I found it to be a lot more favorable in those terms for Beardbrand versus Old Spice. Now with the Old Spice Beardbrand, when I put that on, it made it feel like it was just not moisturized, but just wet, which, if that makes sense. It felt like it was like dry but wet at the same time, which I really don't know how that really makes sense or works, but that's the type of feel that I got. I mean, it just felt like my skin underneath was very oily afterwards, but my beard was just as dry as if I didn't even touch it at all. And the last product that I have for you guys is going to be the beard balm from both companies. Now, this is where I had the biggest problem with Old Spice. It went on my beard okay-ish, but the problem was when I was trying to, rub it in, actually try to, brush it down with my beard brush, and I actually had a lot of trouble, trying to get it out or get it blended inside my beard, because it comes out white, when you put it on, and with it, of course, being that I have a black beard, it has a bit of a high contrast to it. Now, I imagine any product that I use on my hair does, but at the same time, I found it a lot more easier for me to brush down and for it to actually absorb into my beard with Beardbrand versus the Old Spice, which I had to spend an extra like 5 to 6 minutes just extra brushing just to make sure that I'm not walking around looking like I'm aging faster than I should be. So if you haven't already guessed it already, you guys know I do prefer Beardbrand out of Old Spice, just because I feel like their products are going to be a little bit more better towards my beard, and I just feel like it's something that I would better recommend to you guys more than I would Old Spice. And which brings me to this, I do apologize for the review I did give on Old Spice. I'm not apologizing for the video itself, but I'm just apologizing just because I felt like I wasn't giving you the best judgment I could have given you when I did the video, because I was a little trigger happy to do it because I was waiting for a long while for this kit to come in. When it finally came in, I was excited, so therefore it kind of cloud my judgment throughout the whole video, and I just gave you whatever I felt like was sounding great. Again, so I apologize for that, because you guys know I do want the best for you in terms of what products to use for your grooming and whatever clothing that you do decide to put on for yourself. I do try to provide the best option, the best brands for you, so that you can portray whatever image you want to try to put out into the world and be the best version of you that you can be. But with that said, let me know in the comment section below, out of the two products that I did show you today, which one would you choose, Old Spice or Beardbrand? And let me know in the comment section below if there are other brands out there that are more pertaining to beards that you guys actually want me to try out and make a review on, and I'll actually consider it and make a more genuine review for you in the near future. But if you like this video and you found something informative about it, don't forget to drop a like down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and help us build the Home of the Bow community. Also, don't forget about this giveaway I am doing with Spreads a Box. I'll have the instructions of how you can enter in the description below. So good luck, guys. I'll see you next time.